The future of the smartphone industry is shifting beneath our feet as we move into April 2026. And the latest whispers from Apple's supply chain in Cupertino suggest that the iPhone 18 Pro Max is no longer just a smartphone. It is becoming a professional-grade cinema camera and a supercomputer that fits in your pocket. For months, we have speculated about what Apple would do to top the previous generation. But the leaked technical specifications for the upcoming flagship are unlike anything we have ever seen, signaling a massive architectural shift that will redefine the Pro Max moniker forever. The most explosive news coming out of the supply chain this month involves the heart of the device, the A20 Pro silicon, which is confirmed to be the world's first mass-produced chip built on TSMC's revolutionary 2nm process. This isn't just a minor speed bump or a routine yearly update. Moving from 3nm to 2nm allows Apple to cram billions of more transistors into the same physical space, leading to a projected 15% increase in raw CPU performance and a staggering 30% jump in power efficiency. This means that while your phone is getting significantly faster and more capable of handling complex AI tasks, it is simultaneously consuming less power, which brings us to the next massive leak regarding the battery life. Reports suggest that the iPhone 18 Pro Max will feature a massive 5,200 mAh battery, the largest ever seen in an iPhone. And when you pair that physical capacity with the efficiency of the 2nm chip, we are looking at a device that could realistically last 3 full days on a single charge for the average user. Welcome back to my channel Tech Rivet for exclusive insights into the future of tech. Subscribe my channel, hit the bell icon for more tech updates. As we dive deeper into the aesthetics of the device, the display is where Apple is making one of its boldest moves in years by finally tackling the elephant in the room, the dynamic island. While many expected the island to disappear entirely, the April leaks indicate a more sophisticated transition, where Apple has successfully moved the Face ID flood illuminator and several proximity sensors directly beneath the active display pixels. This breakthrough allows the physical cutout to shrink by nearly 35%, leaving only a tiny, elegant circular punch hole for the selfie camera, which itself is getting a massive upgrade to a 24-megapixel sensor with improved autofocus. This change doesn't just look better. It frees up significant screen real estate for notifications and system-level interactions, making the 6.9-inch Pro Max display feel even more expansive and immersive than before. The glass itself is rumored to be a new iteration of ceramic shield that is not only tougher against drops, but features a new anti-reflective coating that reduces glare by up to 90%, making the phone perfectly usable even under direct, harsh sunlight in the middle of the day. But perhaps the most disruptive leak of all surrounds the camera system, specifically the introduction of a mechanical variable aperture on the 48-megapixel main fusion lens. This is a feature usually reserved for professional DSLR and mirrorless cameras, and its inclusion in the iPhone 18 Pro Max changes the game for mobile photography. A variable aperture allows the user, or the phone's AI, to physically open or close the lens blades to control how much light enters the sensor and, more importantly, to control the depth of field naturally. This means you will no longer have to rely on software-based portrait mode to get that creamy, blurred background. The hardware will handle it, producing a natural bokeh that looks professional and authentic. In low-light environments, the aperture can open wide to f/1.4, pulling in unprecedented amounts of light, while in bright conditions, it can narrow down to f/4.0 to ensure every detail is sharp from the foreground to the horizon. This is paired with a new stacked image sensor technology from Samsung that significantly reduces digital noise and increases dynamic range, ensuring that your photos have the same tonal depth as a high-end dedicated camera. The rumors also point toward a massive shift in connectivity as Apple prepares to ditch Qualcomm entirely in favor of its own in-house C2 5G modem. This second-generation custom silicon is designed to be deeply integrated with the A20 Pro chip, allowing for even lower latency and faster handoff. FFS between cellular towers. But the real killer feature being discussed this April is the expansion of satellite connectivity. While previous iPhones used satellites for emergencies, the iPhone 18 Pro Max is rumored to support satellite internet light, allowing users to send standard iMessages and even low-resolution photos in areas with zero cellular or Wi-Fi coverage, potentially through a partnership with Starlink or Globalstar. This makes the Pro Max the ultimate tool for explorers, digital nomads, and anyone living in rural areas where traditional networks are unreliable. On the design front, Apple is rumored to be moving away from the standard black and silver options in favor of a new, ultra-premium colorway, currently being referred to as dark burgundy or coffee titanium. This finish uses a new chemical vapor deposition process that gives the titanium frame a deep, metallic luster that changes hue depending on how the light hits it. The back glass is also seeing a redesign, with a new frosted crystal finish that is virtually immune to fingerprints and provides a grippier texture, making the large 6.9-inch device much easier to hold without a case. Internally, the move to 12 gigabytes of RAM across the entire Pro lineup is now considered a certainty as Apple's Apple Intelligence features become more demanding. The local LLMs, large language models, running on the device will be able to process video in real time, allowing for features like object removal in 4K video and live translation of conversations with zero lag.